police have shown up now.
Well, at this point, I think it's about as worse as it gets.
The smallest country in Central America, the 12-year period of civil war instilled fear into locals and travelers alike. Many immigrated to safer places. Until recently, El Salvador has been overlooked by many for fear of danger. Yet despite its shadowed past, this country and its people emanate freedom and an uncommon kindness. Perhaps the dark nights do create the brightest stars. We're here to find out. If driving the longest road in the world wasn't enough, give yourself 100 days to build a 4x4 motorhome capable of such a task. 40,000 miles crossing every type of terrain imaginable, through some of the most feared and remote regions on Earth. Just for something to do? No. For something to write books about. Something to relish in the aliveness of living on the edge of the unknown insanity. Something to radically expand our perspective of what the world is actually like and what is possible within one lifetime. I'm Matthew.
And I'm Stacy.
And this is Toyota World Runners. Okay, what time is it? It was 12:43, so just over an hour. And I feel like if we had showed up when everyone wasn't having lunch, it might have been a bit quicker. It's a nice big nap. A new country always wakes up the nerves, but the more south we get, the further we reach away from the comfort of home. Without air conditioning, we have been pushed at a quicker pace than usual. It's time to dip our toes in the Pacific, feel the volcanic soil beneath us, and share moments with the ones that live here. Okay, so it's like 28 degrees and 80% humidity.
Surprisingly not dying yet.
But even still, I require air conditioning. Okay, so one night at the beach, and all we need is a private room with AC and secure parking.
Yeah.
Small request.
Very small request. Next thing you know, we'll be asking for free breakfast too.
Oh man.
That would be a luxury.
One night on the coast to enjoy this popular surf town and endure some incredible humidity.
And the chicken.
Buckle up, baby. We're going for a ride.
Hasta luego. Have a good day. Okay, everyone.
What did you get?
We are back on our weird fruit train. I'm pretty sure these are custard apples.
Okay, it kind of looks like cacao. "24 hours seems to be our threshold for enduring our clothes sticking to our skin.
Came for the lake. Stayed for the wildlife.
We then escape to any campsite above 1,000 meters elevation. And in Central America, that's commonly a volcano.
Pull up on the other side of that picnic table. Like right here, we're gonna have our door like right in the road.
Yeah. yeah. Oh, and you're already on like.
I know. I wonder if I swing around and go like right kind of behind the table. That's freaking nuts. I've never seen a cloud inversion sunset. That was, how would you rate that sunset?
9.5. I don't know what a 10 is, but that was really good.
Yeah, I think we pretty much have to go back down the dirt road.
For a couple kilometers.
Yeah, like 2 kilometers probably.
And then the trailhead starts.
Then the trailhead should be on the left. And fingers crossed that we can find it and that we don't need to pay for a guide. What the heck was that? Oh my god, he's freaking out. Oh, I think that was like a possum or something. Looked like a raccoon.
Oh my god.
Jeez, how to wake yourself up.
Holy, if you're gonna save me from the top of the mountain, you better come up in this.
When that 4:30 alarm rings, it feels like our bodies are the heaviest that they've ever been.
Almost there.
And yet it's always worth it to get up and really seize the day.
We got our sunrise volcano hike after all.
If you're enjoying this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing if you're not already. It's free and it sure does help us out.
This is the Santa Ana volcano. It's the tallest one in the country, and it's an impressive feeling to stand at the edge of this crater at sunrise.
Friend? It's nice not using our own water here.
It's really nice.
Not only is El Salvador the land of volcanoes, it's also the land of pupusas, and it would absolutely be rude of us to not eat them every day while we're here.
Oh, perfecto. Yes.
That's a big plate of food there. Stace, you better get to work.
I love this Spanish stuff so much.
Since we only have a short amount of time in this country, we decided to pack in one more excursion for the day. We chose this place solely because of the beautiful photos that we had seen online.
Nos enseña en inglés.
Ah, ok.
Ajá, pero yo allá más o menos ya sé cómo se dice good morning.
Yeah, sí,
buenos
good
días.
morning. Sí. Buen día, good morning. Good afternoon. Buenas tardes, sí, sí.
While our photographs won't be promoting the booming waterfall that we saw online, but we can promote the awesome connection that we received from these two young boys and our hike through the jungle with them. Sometimes it's important to let go of your expectations and to just surrender to what's around you and enjoy it. Our jungle excursion meant that we were late to find camp, and we actually missed the closing time of the gate and had to camp in the parking lot. This meant the next morning we could awake to a new surprise. Turned out to be a lot more surprise than we bargained for.
Camping in the crater of a volcano. Take that one off the off the list.
Yep, we are inside a volcano crater, and that may come with its own challenges.
Well, trying to find camp. Well, not really trying to find. While moving, we found camp, and then Matthew wanted to move.
I had no comment.
And didn't. Stacy wanted to take the road, and I wanted to drive on the beach, and yeah, now we're stuck.
We're in a volcano, it's not a beach.
We're not super stuck yet. We just started to spin, and the truck stopped, so I stopped, and now we're airing down, hoping to get right there. So we're gonna air down the tires to like 10 psi, and then if that doesn't work, we'll bust out the max tracks. This is the weirdest stuff I've ever seen. It's like clay jello. Look how yeah, it's super weird. I don't know how it's gonna go getting out, but I'll put our faith in the max tracks. Ourselves the best chance.
This would probably be a good time to confess that we never actually wired up the electronic differential lockers that this truck is equipped with. Open diffs was definitely going to make this a lot more difficult. Some local village ladies came over to remind us that we are indeed on a lake, and that the further we sunk, the more water would come up. And every time we spun the tires, we sunk a little bit deeper. The grass they put around was an attempt to soak up some of the water.
No, stop. All right, the police have shown up now. Good Lord.
Let's go.
At this point, I would say things have gone from bad to worse. There's no way that truck's gonna pull us out. We have nothing to winch off, and the max tracks are incapable of pulling us out.
Well, in all my years of four-wheel driving, I've never been stuck like this, and also never made quite such poor decisions all at once. I think the biggest mistake today was, oh, hello. Did all of this before coffee. We just wanted to come down here for a view. And yeah, I've never seen clay like this, like volcanic clay. There's so much suction on the truck right now, like the winch can't pull it. The winch broke one of the rocks that we tried to anchor off. Right now the police are going to try and get a bigger truck to try and pull us off. This is, well, at this point I think it's about as worse as it gets.
Yep, but it can only get better from here.
Exactly, see that's the positivity we need. Good thing Stacy's good at it, because this was definitely all my fault.
Right now we're just taking off some weight.
Trying to lighten the load.
Okay, cops are back.
Yeah.
When the cops said that they would go and get a bigger truck, a bone stock Chevrolet Tahoe was not what I had in mind. Clearly, horsepower is not the answer here. Even the Tahoe couldn't pull us out of the suction, so it was out with the winch to hope that Warren could save the day. We immediately noticed that we were going to need more of an anchor, because the Chinook was pulling the Tahoe back towards it.
Well, it's going.
This is the first sign of hope that we had seen in over 3.5 hours of digging in the clay.
Might need a wash. I think I need a wash.
Oh my gosh.
It was over 4 hours, 2 anchors, 1 winch, the police, and what seemed like the entire village of locals to get the Chinook out of the volcanic clay. We can tell you firsthand that the El Salvadorian people are uncommonly kind. There was no way they were going to leave us stranded in the clay, and that's an incredible feeling. El Salvador rolls off our tongues and lands into a cup of infectious surf culture, booming agricultural hills, and promising coffee exports, all rotating on a volcanic axis. In the last 48 hours, we have hiked to the top of a volcano, and we have camped inside a volcano. This country is crazy cool.
Okay, what did you learn yesterday, my love? I know I learned a heck of a lot.
Not to underestimate nature.
Ah. Yep. I learned to never do anything before coffee.
And we will never do anything before coffee again.
Yeah, it's
I feel bad for the people at the car wash.
yeah, I hope they have good drainage.
Car washes are fun.
Yeah, here they are.
like El Salvador. It's awesome. There's a lot of volcanoes, and the people are uncommonly kind. The food's good. It's
We've
hot.
only eaten pupusa.
Yeah, well, that's all you need to eat here is pupusas. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful place. Wonder where all that clay's coming from.